Why did it slow down on me?
Hey Funko lovers, welcome to another episode of the Funko Friends podcast. I'm your host Johnny Funko with my co-host D of a Kind.
Hi guys.
And today we have the amazing
PopdHeat.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Very good.
Here it's very hot that side by you guys.
Oh yeah, it's really hot. The last few days.
We're coming into some crazy heat coming now on Sunday and Monday. Temperatures are all high and everything.
Oh, for you guys?
Yeah, it's over here in Ireland.
Oh, right, you're in Ireland right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Usually it's just kind of rainy there. Am I correct?
Yeah, it is. Like it was actually a scorch of a day today, and now walking home from work, it started raining. I was thinking, okay, decide what you want to do.
Oh, well, thank God for the rain for you.
Yeah, for sure. It does cool it down a bit. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was in Ireland. That's very cool.
That is cool. Are you Irish?
Irish?
I'm South African born, but about 4 years ago I moved to Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hopefully you're having a lovely weekend, lovely Saturday.
Just want to say hi to Real Brother, Les Ketchum.
Last Ketchum.
I always try to say ketchup
Yeah,
for some
because
reason.
it looks like ketchup.
Horror Collector Fiend, Beast Poppin', welcome.
Hey there, guys.
Hope you guys are well.
And HCF Love and Light.
That's Horror Collector Fiend, that's his new.
Oh, right. I forgot he switched that around.
Tills Pops, welcome.
Love and Light. I like that Horror Collector Fiend, the whole Love and Light thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tilts Pops,
Welcome.
Okie dokie, guys. So it is hot for both of us. PopdHeat and D and Johnny are sweating it out.
So the first question we have for you is, how did you come up with your YouTube name?
Originally, I wanted my YouTube channel to be like a wrestling channel. I've been a wrestling fan for like 20 years now.
Right.
And when it started, I actually wanted to do a channel where I do like, you get those channels before pay-per-view comes, they do their predictions. Right. And then after pay-per-view, they give their rundown, what they thought about the pay-per-view and just wrestling news. So that was the original idea that I wanted with the channel. So basically, in wrestling terms, if a crowd cheers for you, it's pop, right? So it's good, it's positive. And then when they boo, it's called heat. It's all negative, that sort of thing, right? So believe it or not, my channel name has nothing to do with Funko Pops, strangely enough. So it's kind of a play on words, popped, heat. I've always been a fan of those like anti-heroes in wrestling, like the guys that are bad guys, but the crowds love them, like Stone Cold Steve Austin or Jake the Snake Roberts or, that type of thing. So PopdHeat was born.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you know that about popped?
No, I did not know that. That is something new that I learned.
Because I was going to say, so you said popped means like, yeah? That's like a cheer.
Yeah, like when they cheer, yeah.
And then heat is, they go heat.
Like when they're booing, yeah.
Ah, very cool.
We have somebody new in the chat.
Okay. So blessed Pops, welcome. Nice to see you.
So
thanks for stopping.
What made you want to create a YouTube channel?
So as said, originally because I had such a big thing of wrestling, that's the original reason. And then along the lines, I found out Funko Pops create one of my favorite characters in pop form, and that's Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece.
Right.
My other love that I've had for so many years, anime.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a local store called GameStop. I believe you get it that side too.
Yep.
And they were doing a 3 for the price of 2 special. And I saw one of the other characters, who was it, Zorro. And I wondered if they actually had the captain of the crew, And I asked them to look behind the desk. They said they had it. But at that time, the walls in GameStop were just, everything was mixed. They didn't have anything categorized.
Right.
And so you had to go digging for it. And they said they have it there somewhere. So I spent something like 15 minutes digging through all the pops to get it. Then I thought, I wonder, like, what other pops there? So I YouTubed it. And then that's how I came on joining the YouTube Funko Pop community and gradually moved to a Funko Pop channel.
Oh,
Speaking about that, what are some channels you look up to and like?
There's so many, to be honest, I find new channels almost every day, it's one of those things like, you think you've seen all the channels, but you find another channel that's been around for so many years, and it's like, how did I miss this?
Right.
But then you have a look at the chats, and if they're doing a live or in the videos, you see familiar channels. It's like, how did they see them, but you didn't see it, but you're familiar with the other channels that's commenting? So it's very strange. But getting directly to the question, a lot of channels I look up to, should I say, obviously my co-host that I do my lives with every Wednesday, JKL, awesome guy. Listen, if you guys think he's awesome on screen, this guy's amazing backstage. He's amazing as a person. Like, honestly, I look up to him big time. Inspiration to be generally nice. He's just an understatement when it comes from this guy. He's really awesome.
Yeah, we interviewed him a while ago, and he was just so pleasant. It was so easy to
He's
talk.
amazing. Honestly, he's an amazing guy. I mean, I've been friends with him now over 2 years almost now. Like, it's amazing. He's really, really cool. Another channel I've really look up to. Sorry, I keep trying to put it in the past tense. Is Bearded Barbarian. Also another member of the PTC crew. Awesome guy. Really good. Back when I was still starting out, I used to watch his channel. He always seemed very seamless when he made videos and that sort of thing, and it inspired me to try and get better at my videos and that sort of thing. The list literally can go on. I look up to a lot of people, and I try to find a lot of positivity in a lot of people in the channels, and try to, I'm going to air quote, steal from them, just because they're doing such great work, if you know what I mean.
So I was going to say, you just, so you caught each other kind of through YouTube, or you met some of your good friends through YouTube?
Yeah, for sure. Look, I was actually going to stop YouTube altogether until JKL, he started his interview show. He said, yo, PopdHeat, do you want to be on my interview live show? And I said, well, look, sure, man. It was going to be like literally one of my last things I do. And he had me on the show, and we kicked it off so well. We started our own live 2 weeks later, and we've been going strong every Wednesday.
Yeah, you
guys missing one or two in between.
Yeah, your guys' show is definitely entertaining. I've caught a few.
We try to. We get very excited. We get over passionate about a lot of things, especially myself. But yeah.
Chemistry.
I just want to say hi quickly to Arcade Pop and Nadia.
Arcade's in the chat.
Hey, Arcade, bro. Nadia. The little monster.
Nice to see you guys.
So how long have you been making YouTube videos?
Well, I'm possibly like, at one stage I was the laziest YouTuber ever. Like, I would make maybe like 2 videos like a month, like I would like literally just hang on the lives. I'll be very inconsistent in my video making. It's only until recently, maybe about 6 months, I've been consistent with my videos.
Right.
But going to your question, I'd say going on about 2.5 years now, I suppose, if I can say. I think I started late 2019. I think it's 2.5 years. Yeah.
You said you're kind of sporadic with your videos, right? Like you're.
The thing is, I'm a very big procrastinator, so I leave things to the last minute, and it's to my own detriment sometimes, and it's bad. So what I try to do, and I've kind of found a comfortable rhythm with what I'm currently doing with the wrestling game I'm playing. So I found a good rhythm with that, right? And I'm getting a good response from it, getting good views from it. So it's making me feel good. I'm doing something I love. Not that I don't like Funko Pops. I'll carry on collecting them and everything. But I just get like more from that, I suppose.
Yeah, and you do your show every Wednesday, so you have consistency. Is that?
Yeah, we do that live every Wednesday. Yeah. For sure.
So it was kind of your partners helping you to have some more consistency.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's good. So there you go. Love that.
Yeah, that's like me and her. Like she's very unorganized. I'm very organized. Like I have to have everything set.
Every
ready.
Saturday we're here. He's helped me be more, have a routine, have somebody on the podcast and all that.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps get me more organized with my thoughts so that I can put out videos too. So I was just going to say that. I can relate.
Welcome Down Under Collectibles.
Oh, Down Under. Hello.
It's been a little while.
Hey, bro. Thanks for coming in.
What makes your channel unique and special in your eyes?
It's very hard to say. I struggle to put myself, how to say, on a podium, on a pedestal.
Right.
You know, I try to put myself in highlights. I second guess a lot of things. You know, it's like, does this look good? Does that look good? You must see me try to film a video. It's the craziest thing ever. I must maybe start over a video like 10, 15 times. You know, if I say like a word wrong, then I don't have OCD, but I have OCD in small parts of things.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying. If I don't say intro correctly, it bothers me. It really does.
Yeah. I'm 100%.
But yeah, going to your question, what I feel makes my channel unique, I try to be me on camera.
Right.
You know, I try not to have scripts. That's the worst thing ever. You know, when at one stage I try to script things and then I try to rattle everything off before I forgot it. You know what I mean? And then it doesn't seem natural.
Right.
You know. So I started being me. I started being natural, and I suppose I'm not saying that other channels that do scripts are false or anything. It's just maybe they're better at doing it.
Right.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
I suck at doing script work. I can't. I need to be me. I suppose I give more when I'm more natural. You know. And random things would happen that like kind of define me. Like someone asked me, why am I not clicking in my videos anymore? You know, like it's like, oh, I don't know, I just kind of just fell out of it. But people loved that about me. And I was like, okay, that's the strangest thing, you know. And I get excited, I slap my hand, and I don't know, maybe they just thought I was crazy or something.
Well, that's what makes you unique, and
You
know, so I suppose just me trying to be me, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
best way to be.
Yeah, that was great. So we're gonna move out of the YouTube questions and into the Funko questions a little bit. What was your first Funko you ever collected in your collection?
Okay, so first Funko I ever collected, it's obviously one of three, but obviously because I'm a big fan of the guy, I'm going to say he's my number one. Because as I said, I started collecting when I got a 3 for the price of 2 deal, right? And I can't take him out now, but I don't know if you can see it in the shot. But it's Monkey D. Luffy.
I see him.
Yeah,
just it was, I got him and Zorro, and I believe a Shawn Michaels pop, which I don't have anymore. I traded it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that exact one, bro. Funny enough, I was busy I was restructuring my shelves, and I think it's actually in a video, and he fell off a shelf because I kept him out of the box. Fell off the shelf and it snapped the straw hat part of it. I was broken. I told you, like, I was like, oh my God. But I obviously had to carry on filming and that sort of thing. And I couldn't just like break down in the middle of the studio. Like, why is this happening? Luckily enough, it wasn't too much. It was a clean break. You know, it didn't cut into too many pieces.
Well, that's quite the break, though.
Yeah, it sucked, man.
Are you a soda collector?
I have a few. I've got Bebop and Rocksteady on the side. It won't be in the or just getting in the shot there. I've got a Batman and a Superman, and I've got a zombie Captain America, which I absolutely love. I wish they would bring out more of those. Just recently picked up Stone Cold.
Yeah, wow.
And then I've got all the Luchador sodas. Let me look here. Just the comments, not the chests.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to really I really got to like it before I collect it. It's like, and sometimes what bothers me about the sodas is their shape doesn't match the character, you know.
Right.
So it doesn't always work.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what about the anime sodas? You have no anime sodas?
I have no anime sodas.
Really?
I don't dig them at the moment, man. To be honest, what is out there at the moment? I think it's you got the Izuku Midoriya from My Hero.
You got Sword Art
All
Online.
Might. The one that I did like is the Bebop, the Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah.
The main character. I'm not a big Cowboy Bebop fan, to be honest, but I love the chase with the black and blue silhouette. It's amazing. I think it looks so awesome.
Yeah.
You seen this one?
Yep, I have. A lot of people like that one.
Yeah, but the chances of me getting that chase is very minimal, so I didn't bother.
The funny thing is, I have a whole bunch of sodas, and the only ones that I have chases of are anime ones. I got the Sword Art Online. I have My Hero Academia one. It's just funny. Every time I get an anime one, it's a chase.
Well, that's good, man. I wish that luck carries on for you, bro.
I hope so too.
Like a
Jesus,
good luck
man.
streak.
That's
I
amazing.
didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
You mentioned
right?
that. Just those, eh?
Yeah,
Because I know you got so many sodas, but just the anime ones are
just the anime
chase.
ones. I have no other ones that are chases. Weird, right? So how did you get into Funko collecting? Did somebody tell you about them? Did you see them somewhere?
Okay, so basically, as mentioned, I stumbled into GameStop. I saw they had the one character, basically. Now, back in South Africa, there were Funko Pops around, but it was like a very niche thing at the back then.
Right.
You know, it wasn't very big. You know, you saw it in the shops and that sort of, but nobody really collected it and that sort of thing. Well, this is all kind of in my mid-20s to late 20s. It wasn't really a big thing, you know.
Right.
But yeah, so coming into Ireland, realizing they made my favorite anime in a Funko Pop, I was like, oh, I gotta get it. And since then, I've kind of been hooked on anime. Is my main line that I like to collect, and I've got a few wrestling ones too. So yeah, I just like the way some of them look. They do a really good job with the anime for Funkos.
Right, I agree. So is it hard to collect down there?
In Ireland, we actually it's gotten a lot better now since Funko Europe's opened the site. At first, it was very stagnant, but now it's starting to get better. In Ireland as a whole, there's not many shops that sell, and exclusives come in very slow, right? And it's part of the reason why I kind of gradually stopped doing Funko Pop videos, in the sense of I've got this new exclusive, because by the time I got the new exclusive, it was already a month old.
Yeah.
So then it's not really new and exclusive. People are over it already. So I kind of stopped from that perspective. Then Funko Europe started giving us things as soon as the American store got it.
Oh, wow.
So we started getting more and more exclusives, and it's pretty cool.
Right.
And there's occasions where exclusives and things drop before you guys that side, so they're actually kind of doing us good in the sense of they're trying to weigh it out evenly.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, because we're 2 weeks behind
That's what I
the
was gonna say.
States
Just say States,
for
then us,
when stuff drops. Yeah.
and then maybe them. But now it's kind of bouncing out. That's good.
Yeah. Most and least valued pop in your collection, if you know. If you don't, we'll move on.
I can't remember what my least. It's probably I've gotten rid of a lot of Funko Pops just recently, thinning the herd to collect more precisely. I'd say it's possibly one of my Pokemon Pops at the moment. Offhand, to say my lowest would be possibly a Charizard, maybe. Not Charizard, Charmander. My mistake. I'm getting excited. I'm going all evolution here. Then my highest was actually gifted to me for Christmas this year. It's an anime character called Grimjaw.
Oh, wow.
Grimjaw, yeah, that's it. It was gifted to me for Christmas, and it's worth something like $150 now, something on PBG or something. It's $100 on the TBG the site. So,
wow.
Other than that, I think second to that one would be my Chase Shanks from One Piece. You can't really see it in the shop there, but yeah, that was the top runner for a long time.
My most valued pop is actually gifted to me too, and it's an anime pop. It's King Bradley Chase from Eric.
Nice.
Boys and their pops, yeah. It was
very nice, man.
We just want to say hi to a few people in the chat.
Yeah, let's go.
Kenneth Bird.
Welcome.
Hey, Kenneth.
Hey, LJ.
Mad Hatter.
Welcome, Mad Hatter.
Mama J.
Hey.
I think I got it.
Mama J.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, it's Timothy Hicks.
Oh yeah, I saw that he deleted his message.
But he's in there
He's
too.
in there,
so
yes.
welcome, guys. Good to see you.
A Funko you'd like to see Funko make?
It's actually something that's rumored to come very shortly. Hopefully, I'm praying, and I'm actually stressing about it. You guys caught me on my last live with Al Wilson. Is Luffy on the Going Merry? It's the pirate ship that they have. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the full story and everything. The ride is rumored to come in the next con.
Oh, that's
the ECC that supposedly was meant to come in the San Diego one, but obviously didn't get announced. So it's all rumored. I'm aching for it, and I'm just, as a fan, and I love One Piece so much, man.
Right.
It's up there with wrestling, man. And if they screw this pop-up, I will break. You know what I mean? Like, if they do it wrong in the slightest way, miss a detail or do something silly. I was saying where, for example, Izuku Midoriya and Deku, right? The same person, right? In My Hero Academia. And if you have a look at their pops, when Izuku Midoriya has got the mask on the box, it says Izuku Midoriya.
Yeah.
Then when he's got his mask off, it says Deku.
Yeah.
Technically, the name should be switched because when he's got his mask on, that's his superhero name, and it's Deku.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they messed
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you got that pops, check that out. I was like, what? How could they make this mistake?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just having that at the back of my head, it's like, oh my God, they're going to make a mistake with this Funko Pop that I want, and they're finally doing it.
That's what kind of happened with me with I like Inuyasha and I like all the pops. So I got the evil Inuyasha, and that really bothered me because it's not evil Inuyasha, it's demon Inuyasha. Like when his eyes. It's just like
it's kind of like they don't research into it. They just do like just a little bit so they can get the information on it. You know, in case they get asked a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's me at the moment, waiting for this thing to launch, and not to spoil for fans of One Piece that haven't seen it yet. They got a second ship called the Thousand Sunny, and they rumored that's happening too. And now I'm worried they're gonna get the name wrong on the box. Now I'm not an inbox collector as per se, but I mean that's gonna ruin it for me if they put a ship which is the Going Merry, but they call it the Thousand Sunny, which is two different ships. I'll be like, no, stop.
Gotta get it right.
You want to go to say hi to a few people?
Yeah, I'm just going to say hi to More Nenye Penye. Hopefully I said that right.
Good.
Welcome, my dear. Two boys in their pops. Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it right.
I think that is all, yeah.
And I'm just going to say, Mama J says Janis Joplin also rumored to come.
Oh, yeah.
So for all your Janis Joplin lovers out there, that would be a cool rumor one too.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I want Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
I'm
shut up! You're
dying
gonna
for
fight me for that one. But okay, so he says the one that's rumored to come is Luffy in the ship. Is that one that you'd want?
Yes. It depends on how expensive.
Do you know how expensive?
Yeah. Like the thing is, at the moment, the prices are just jumping. At the moment, for the rides, it's crazy. Stateside, they going about like between $30 and $35, and then when it comes here, they go for like €45. It's like,
Ooh.
What are you adding so much extra money on for? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it is what it is. I might be there even if it's a little bit pricey. I reckon I'm going to get it regardless. I think the only thing stopping me is if it's at like these virtual con things they do, and I won't be able to get it online. I'll be like, stop.
Yeah. So I know you're a big fan of anime and you're a big fan of wrestling. What is your favorite line of Funko Pop then?
It's difficult to say because every time you think that you solid on one specific line, they bring out another line just to say, hey, you're not ready to choose one specific line, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's That's tough to say. As an anime fan, my favorite line would obviously definitely be One Piece, right?
Right.
But then again, it's hard to say when you get such cool villain pops like Yellow Killer Stain, and Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. They've made so well, you know.
Right.
I kind of decided I'm going to stop collecting My Hero Academia, and then they're going to release another 2 Shigaraki pops, one with the best chase ever. It just looks so cool. But definitely one of my favorite lines to collect, I would say, is anime, because it's just all around amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, just what they do with it. They do upset me sometimes with when they make pops with stands and they don't need to make stands. One of the ones with Jiraiya from Naruto, with the 2 popsicles, they put him on a stand. It's like you could have gotten a little bit more imaginative with it, you know. His hair, it does come out long. You know, you could have made the stand with the hair or something.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
You know what I mean? But like, it is what it is. I'm just grateful they brought the pop out.
Yeah, I agree. We have anything in the chat?
No, they're just making fun of each other.
Oh, okay,
Mama
cool.
J and Eric are.
So what's your
joking around.
favorite store to shop for and like website to shop for Funkos?
At the moment, I generally get my stuff from, it's a local store here in Ireland called Smith's. It was originally created here in Ireland, and then they moved their stores and stuff. It's like a big toy store. They moved over to the UK too. And then another, I suppose, I think it's maybe GameStop, I guess, would be the next one that I would like to buy. I like to buy from. They generally get all the latest. And then Funko Europe, obviously, is the other go-to.
Just want to say hi to Quick Draw McGraw.
Hi there, Quick Draw.
How are you,
Quick Draw, my bro.
Oh, and Mad Hatters tomorrow, Sunday shenanigans, guys.
Yep.
You there?
Come join us tomorrow. We got some Funkos to show off.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Grail in your collection, if you have one?
I just mentioned him earlier. Much to popular belief, it won't be Luffy. It's Hero Killer Stain. It's a pop I was looking for ages, man. I couldn't get my hands on it. It just wasn't around here. And then one day my wife surprised me. She found it on one of the Facebook groups. She bought it off the guy and didn't tell me she was getting it. And she said, "Oh, I got you a pop." And I opened it up and I was like, "No, stop." And I got one of my Grails. It's like my honest personal Grail.
Yeah, that's amazing. I like that.
Okay, I missed this. Sorry about that, Eric. If you could design your own anime crossover series, which 3 animes would you choose?
Ooh, nice question.
That is a very good question. Something you needed to ask me maybe about a week ago, so I can think about it. Look, that's very hard to say, because generally when you're a fan of a specific anime, you don't want to be ruined, as to say, by another anime, because they each got their own style, you know. But if there were to be 2 anime I would have some sort of weird crossover with, which technically never happened because they're not similar universes, would be Naruto and One Piece, I guess.
Oh, that would be interesting. That'd be really interesting.
You think those would clash well?
I think so.
They could, like, I suppose, if they wrote it in, but
you're right, they have their own universes. It's totally
you know, it's just
different.
different styles. I suppose they could have some weird thing where they rock up on the islands of the shinobi, and you know what I mean, like whenever they show the Naruto, the Shinobi Islands, they show it as like 4 main islands, if I'm not mistaken. They're broken up into. So you can kind of have the One Piece crew go set sail, and they just stumbled upon this land that nobody's been to before, and then there's Naruto and the gang there. I don't know.
So cool. Weird.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what is the most creative chase in your collection?
I actually don't have a lot of chases. I think I've got maybe like 3 in my collection in total.
Out of the
But
3.
in regards to that, well, I'm just saying I don't have much choice. I would say my Shanks. The reason for that is the common just has him holding his sword, and then the chase has him holding the straw hat.
Right.
Which is, if you're a One Piece fan, that's that's like an awesome chase. That's like, it's literally everything's the same mold. He's just flipped his hand and he's holding the straw hat in his hand.
Right.
And the meaning of the straw hat is like just phenomenal in the actual One Piece story. So.
So if one Funko Pop would come to life and hang out with you, which one would you want that to be?
Hands down, Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh wow!
Can you imagine the guy stretches, and you can imagine this little chibi character on your shoulder, and he's stretching. You tell him to go fetch you something, he just stretches his arm and go fetch it. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just awesome.
It'd be cool to hang out with.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, is anime the hardest to collect?
I'd say yes, because when anime pops come out, it's like a shark in bloody waters, I tell you. There's so many anime fans here. It's nuts, right? Like, everyone jumps on it as soon as it releases. Because if there's a good anime chase or something, we also played with flippers. So people know that anime chases sell crazy. You know, so they hook them all up and then they resell them, and then us collectors that want it, it's a little bit difficult to get it.
I got you. We have that problem here too.
Yeah.
People will buy a whole bunch of them and then jack the prices up.
Oh, 100%. It's the worst.
Like, people that are art collectors just want to make a buck.
So what toy from your childhood made a big impact on your upbringing?
The thing is, when I grew up, we grew up in a time when there wasn't a lot of mobile and that sort of thing. I grew up playing Mario Brothers on Nintendo 64. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when we weren't playing that, our mothers would get tired and tell us to go play outside.
Yeah.
So, it would be a soccer ball or rugby ball that would be fundamental in my, so it wouldn't be an actual toy, I grew up also in the time where you'd play, I don't know if you got on that side, there's little green soldier, army men, you get them in a pack.
Yeah.
And that would be like a staple in everyone got for Christmas, and you'd lose half of them, you just get again for Christmas, you know what I mean? So I would say I actually had a thing a specific toy, because we would literally just be out and about,
Yeah.
which is a lot more difficult in today's age, I suppose.
Yep. I miss going outside and hanging out when I was a kid. That was good times.
Yeah, for sure. When the street lights come on, it means go home, isn't it?
Yeah, dinner time, or that's enough of that.
Dinner time, yeah.
I was just gonna say though, I don't know about you guys, but my friends that had those little green soldiers, the stuff that they did to those green soldiers, like strap stuff to them, or like outside in the outdoors.
Guy Fawkes, Guy Fawkes every November or October, strap the crackers, the fireworks to them.
Yeah.
Sort of do crazy things.
Okay, so that's normal. It's not just.
That's normal, thank God.
Because they did awful things to those little toy soldiers. Okay, so Eric has another question.
He has 1, 2.
Yeah, he's
3.
got a couple here. I see he's been busy.
Yeah.
The wheels are turning there for Eric. What would be considered your favorite anime thriller?
I'd say horror thriller. I would say Tokyo Ghoul. Absolutely love it. Brilliant storyline. I recommend it to everybody. Awesome.
I've seen 1 episode. I haven't yet got into it more.
It's one of those things where like you got to like kind of stick with it, and once you stick with it, it's just so worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not gonna ask the second one because we actually it's like he's reading our mind. It's cool.
Yeah, I saw that. Both
and the third one
we are gonna ask that one too. Or we
were going to put it in, but we thought maybe not.
Yeah.
But since it's coming up twice now, I'm gonna go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
If you could make a game for an anime of your choice, what would it be and why?
Well, see, all the animes I watch, there's kind of the games out for it now already.
Yeah.
You know, like One Piece, you get the World Seeker. They got One Piece. What's it called now? I forget the name of it. There's a new One Piece game coming out now with a unique storyline written by the creator of One Piece and everything, which is going to be fantastic. So it's separate to the actual storyline.
Right.
But what I would like to see as like a One Piece fan, or even kind of like a Naruto fan, if you had to make a game of that, but kind of follow the anime storyline, so you can play it and live the moments
That's neat.
in the game. The wrestling games, they call it the showcase moment, so you can kind of wrestle in the matches like Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan, The Rock versus John Cena at WrestleMania, you know. Like the recent one, they followed a few matches of Rey Mysterio, and it was kind of awesome to wrestle in the matches that he fought.
Right.
So going on that concept would be awesome to have Naruto or One Piece, but just kind of follow the story and just kind of see how you would actually battle the bad guys, or how you would follow the story and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you could like live the moments.
You know what I mean?
I would personally like to see like Super Smash Brothers, but like anime version. Like all the anime characters.
Yeah, that would be neat.
I think they need to give almost every game an anime twist just to make it even more popular than it already is.
Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay, awesome.
Right ahead.
So, who is your favorite classic wrestler?
Yeah, we're getting into wrestling.
We're getting into wrestling. Yeah.
No worries. My favorite classic wrestler, so old school, I suppose. I suppose you put this in two parts, since we're quite far ahead, if I can be cheeky. One of my favorite really old school wrestlers is Jake the Snake Roberts. He's one of the guys that got me into it. The moment that I actually started watching wrestling was the time he got a snake to bite Macho Man Randy Savage in the middle of the ring.
Right.
My older brother was flipping through the channels and this was going on. I was like, no, wait, bro, leave it on. And we were watching. I was like, memorized. Like, this must be wrestling. What the hell is there a snake in the ring for and everything? I started watching it, and he hooked me with. He had a unique way to be a bad guy,
right?
You know, and I love the whole bad guy thing. I think it's amazing. So yeah, going on that, very my favorite. Then bumping forward a few years, my top's favorite wrestler, Triple H. Absolutely amazing. In-ring work, brilliant. Not the best, I would admit, obviously, but just being an absolute badass bad guy, he's tops for me, in my opinion. A lot of people might disagree, but yeah.
He's transformed himself throughout the years.
Yeah, and he married the right woman too.
Who is a wrestler you dislike?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
That's a good question, man. I'd say just off when you say that, there's one wrestler that comes to mind. His name is Austin Aries.
Oh, yeah.
That's that young.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I didn't dig him is when he came to WWE, he thought he was a megastar already. And he didn't like the fact that they were putting on megastar level, so he decided to leave the company.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't dig that kind of attitude. Like, there's a lot of people that started at the bottom and they built themselves up, even though they were famous in the indies. They still built themselves up. It shouldn't be any different for him, you know.
Yeah, I definitely get what he's saying there.
Yeah.
You can't expect to start at the top. Like, what if you get lucky enough to get a chance, right? Yeah, for
You
sure.
can't be all puffed up and be like, "Oh, I deserve more" or whatever. That's funny though.
Hey Funko PDX, how are you, my friend?
Oh,
Hey,
PDX,
Zach, brother, how are you?
and Pops Mafia too.
Oh wow,
Right
just
behind
came
Hey.
in.
Oh,
Smoking.
Austin Theory wrestler. I agree, Pops Mafia. We were watching him the other night. That guy just gets under my
The
skin.
thing is, the problem is, you get so many wrestlers that are talented,
Yeah,
but they get given such a crappy gimmick.
we were talking about
You
that.
know.
Yeah.
You got like one of the prime examples is John Cena. He came in with the ruthless aggression gimmick. It worked for just a little while. It didn't work,
Yeah.
and then you know what happened? He jokingly started rapping on a tour bus one day. Stephanie Mac said, "Wow, can you do that in front of a crowd?" He said, "Yes." He tried it. He's one of the most decorated superstars today.
Right.
So it just depends on the gimmick. He wasn't too popular at first, but he got something good. He lucked out, and he says that to himself. He says it all the time himself.
Right. What has bothered me so much is Pete Dunne. I don't like how they change him to Butch, and he's just like this.
This is exactly what I'm saying. He's brilliant, man. He's brilliant. He's brilliant, but
No, not now.
he goes to the main roster. They call him Butch. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
He's got a ponytail like us, right?
Yeah.
But they make him wear this cap, and it sticks out,
Yeah.
right? Every time I see that, just it drives me nuts. It's like, what are you doing? Like, that look doesn't fit him.
Yeah.
Then you make him wear a dumb hat, which looks uncommon. Like, it's just so much wrong with it. So I agree with you 100%. Like,
Back then he was raw, and it was like, oh, he was.
It was brilliant, man. I mean, the bruiserweight.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like,
Great.
What weirds me out is when we were watching him the other night, he's just all over the place, kind of sloppy, sort of.
He's like a dog that they're holding him back. It's just ridiculous.
exactly. Like, it's really dumb.
Yeah, he's just all over the place, kind of acting a fool. So I mean, like,
I just want to say hi to Tats. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, Tats, hey.
Currently, who is your favorite wrestler right now?
This is this guy. He's called Max Dupree, currently on screen.
Yeah.
Right, but he was known as LA Knight in NXT.
Right.
LA Knight was such an awesome gimmick. I was looking forward to coming to the main roster with it. It was fantastic, right? And then they ruined it totally, right? I just thought that would be a notable mention. But favorite current wrestler, I'm really enjoying the work of Pat McAfee, believe it or not. This guy has got so much charisma, in fact, more charisma than most of the actual wrestlers,
Right.
in my opinion. And we all seen what he could do at WrestleMania. He just blew the house down. One of the matches that actually saved it, in my opinion.
So you notice those little promotions on wrestling lately about? Do you think it's Edge? Do you think it's going to be multiple people? What do
You
think?
mean this vendettas and stuff they're showing with?
Yeah, the little clip.
Look, they say there's so many different types of ideas behind it. It's most likely Edge, right? If you have a look at the small things they have in it, you got the RKO shirts, you got Mankind's checked shirt. I don't know what you guys call that. Something with it, flatted or fleeted or something. I don't know. You got the John Cena. You got the Dudley Boys glasses. You got the Latino license plate. It's all people that he's had a connection with in his career, right?
But I don't feel like he would come solo. Like I think
that's exactly what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying that, and I'm praying to God that possibly it is that Bray Wyatt's returning with him.
I hope.
I would love that. Oh my God, I hope so. I miss him so much.
When you said current star, I couldn't mention him because he's not wrestling, but a genius in the ring, a genius in creative, and they were dumb to let him go.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are rumoring him to join Edge to return, and Alexa Bliss once again aligning herself with Fiend or Bray Wyatt. and it's going to be Judgment Day versus this new stable with Edge and Bray Wyatt.
I was watching somebody and they said it might be Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, where it's like the family 2.0.
Wyatt family.
The Wyatt family 2.0.
The thing is, I know it's hard to say. Wyatt, the thing is, what makes me not think it's Wyatt in a way is Wyatt has been referring to the number 6 for a long time.
Right.
You know, the Wyatt 6, the Wyndham 6.
Okay.
So it's very strange to me. You know, what is it going to be?
Yeah.
You know,
but maybe they're all in his
could
head.
it be that Judgment Day is actually ruled by Bray Wyatt in the background? You know, there's so many ways they could actually go with this.
Right.
They just need the right creative in it.
Just don't disappoint, please. I just want to quickly say,
Yep.
Eric asked a question, but we're gonna about the tag team thing.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's
It's
in the
up- it's
question.
in there, yeah.
So you're reading our mind, Eric. So just hang tight.
Speaking about that, who's your favorite tag team of all time?
It's a very tough decision, man. It's one of those things you can't narrow down to a specific team. There's so many. It's growing up, Legion of Doom was one of my favorites. They were just fantastic in the ring. One of my favorite tag teams that was very short-lived was Two-Man Power Trip with Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought that was a very good concept. But yeah, so hard to say, man. You got me stumped on this one. There's just so many. You know, I'm going to try and pick a specific team.
Yeah, there have been a lot of good ones, like the Generation X, like the Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I like Daniel Bryan and Kane. I didn't mind that tag team.
Really? That okay?
That was okay.
I thought I dig, I suppose maybe now in current times, Street Profits.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them.
I think they're both very talented men, and I
they
believe
are.
they've been both have awesome single runs. I just wish they would change their gimmick up a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
I think it was cool in the beginning, but I think it's worn its way. You know,
I agree about that.
Just gonna say, Pops Mafia says, I like Alexa Bliss getting away from the crazy stuff. No, I love the crazy stuff.
I think it brings a lot of different.
She does it well. And
the thing is, for me, I agree, she does it very well. I don't like that princess thing anymore. That was cool in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know the whole original Alexa Bliss. You know,
Yeah.
that was cool in the beginning, right? But then you kind of, it's kind of like eating a sirloin steak and then eating a fillet, and you have to choose what you want to carry on eating for the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? You're obviously going to choose fillets now. You know what I mean? So you're giving us Alexa Bliss, the crazy, the fiend, you know, and then you can't go back.
Yeah.
You know, it's just such a good character.
She's a great entertainer.
Yeah, you definitely in this industry you have to develop. You have
gotta
to
change
you have
your
to
gimmick all the
change. You
time.
can't have the same gimmick.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you could have someone to go back to an older gimmick.
I don't like
You know,
that.
I'll reference him again, John Cena. Moving into the C Nation, John Cena. Everyone was waiting for him to turn heel to go back to the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he would tease us every week that he's possibly do it. And one of my favorite teases, he would say, I'm going to do a heel turn now, which means he's turning into a bad guy.
Yeah.
And he would literally kind of lean on his heels and he would turn on his heels.
Yeah.
And he said, there you have it, a heel turn, you know? And it's like, oh, that was such an asshole move, you know?
Yeah. I just want to say hi to the Runny Egg. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Runny Egg. Cool name.
So, in your opinion, what tag team didn't work?
there's so many today because they just try and mix and match anybody they can. You know, I don't dig this Alpha Academy business. You know, I always thought Otis was awesome with his other tag team partner. I even forget his name now.
Otis and who?
Otis and it was what's his name? That young kid.
But anyway, no, he's with Gable now.
With Gable,
the one
now.
before that.
Big team. The one before that, the bigger guy.
I love that.
Machine, Heavy Machinery. That's what they were known as.
Remember?
Yes, no, Heavy Machinery was great.
I think that was a good tag team, and then they got through the releases and everything, and then they kind of, in my opinion, downgraded him. I'm not saying that Chad Gable is rubbish or anything. It's just that the tag team doesn't match. In my opinion.
No, but he's the underdog guy, right?
Yeah.
Right, like he's like, I'm gonna show them I got this.
Yeah, that was back when he had that gimmick.
Yeah.
Shorty G. Another waste of time.
I just remembered that. It was funny. Okay, but yeah, Otis and Gable, I agree with that. Not a great tag team. Totally agree with that.
So what is a tag team would you create that you think would work out well?
It's a tough one, right?
It could be old wrestlers and new wrestlers, whatever you want.
That's a very hard one. The thing is, you would love to match someone like a Stone Cold and a Kevin Owens together, but their personalities are just so good in a singular way.
Yeah, they would. I can see that.
I'd say, off of charisma, I would love to see The Rock and Montez Ford from Street Profits form a tag team, but in a way that The Rock is taking Montez Ford under his wing, because Montez Ford is so good on the mic, man.
Yeah.
And I say a lot, if they push him in the right way, he can be the next Rock on the mic.
Right.
And that's saying a lot because The Rock is kind of like the king on the mic. You know, he's brilliant. But I'd say have a tag team with them and kind of have The Rock mentor him a little bit and go into that whole spiel where you have the teacher finally turns on the student and the student rises to the top.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would be really cool to see.
I could see that.
Pop
Mafia
says
Cactus Jack and Kevin Owens. What do you think?
That would be cool. I would love to see that. I don't know how the gimmicks work together, but wrestling wise, I think that would be sweet.
Yeah, okay.
What brand of wrestling do you like to prefer to watch the most?
At the moment, I'm really digging AEW.
Okay.
Mainly because I'd say if you have a look at a pay-per-view month, right, you'd have very low amount of repetitiveness, right, in matches and that sort of thing. Whereas if you have a look at WWE, for example, they have such a large amount of repetitiveness, you know.
Yeah.
This person fighting this person again this week, you know. And it gets very boring and you're constantly seeing the same people all the time.
Yeah.
You know. And I don't watch it live, I watch it the next day. So
right.
I fast forward almost nearly through everything of wrestling, you know, with WWE, that is.
Yeah.
When I'm watching AEW Dynamite or I forget the name of their Friday night show now. I don't really fast forward because it's interesting, you know. It's something different, you know. It's not always the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
You know?
They have such a big roster too. They can,
you know,
match, you know.
this past SmackDown last night, when Pat McAfee he opened up and he did the first promo of the night. I didn't fast forward once because it was something new and it was something fresh and he's entertaining.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But otherwise, when you see the same thing over and over, you just tend to like, okay, let me get to the next best part. You know what I mean? And I very rarely do that with AEW.
Yeah, or they do that with matches that when we were watching with Arcade, remember?
Yeah.
Was it the Street Profits?
And the Usos?
And the Usos, was it?
Yeah, they're just...
And it just wasn't like the two great teams to fight each other, but the way it went about it was just...
Yeah.
I don't know. There was lacking. Sometimes WWE lacks.
It is. I think they just try to do too much new things in the wrong way. Like I mentioned him earlier, they changed LA Knight to Max Dupree, maximum men's models. I was like, dude, it's wrestling. Do you forget that? You actually work there. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I was super confused about that when I came back to watch last week's SmackDown.
Like, I can understand they're trying to give work to people, but you don't do it in that way. That doesn't make sense. It's kind of dumb.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, this can't be real. This can't be happening right now. Like, come on.
But the one thing, and someone pointed out, I didn't realize it, Max Dupree, or aka LA Knight, he's pulling off the gimmick beautifully. You know?
Okay, yes.
You know, the whole thing, turning lemon into lemonade.
Yeah.
You know, that's exactly what he's doing. That's a really crappy gimmick, but he's doing such a good job doing something with it.
Right. No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
I see
That's a talented entertainer right there.
Who's your favorite diva in wrestling?
I was a big fan of Paige when she was that whole, during her NXT time.
Right.
When she became this whole, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I don't want to be insensitive. When she became a diva, if I could say in that way, she was an anti-diva.
Right.
And then when she went to the main roster, she was all about the look.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of, like, a lot of guys kind of hate me for this, but I mean, I don't dig that. That's dumb. If you got something working so well, which is like an anti-diva, keep it, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Is she coming back? I keep hearing rumors that, she's coming back. She's
I'd
not.
love her to come back.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorites.
Well, she's been released, so I don't know. Every now and then, WWE do like to give us, like, they throw us off.
Yeah.
They're saying she's signed to appear at some con and everything, but a big star like her, if she was really released, don't you think she would have been snatched up by somebody by now?
Right.
Pops Mafia says, I like the AEW brings back guys like Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson to be managers.
I do kind of dig that. That's really cool. But if you look at it from a concept where people didn't know who they were and they're wondering who the hell this old man is, you know what I mean? I can appreciate, because I kind of know who he is. But if you became a wrestling fan in John Cena's time, you're not going to know who he is, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you became a wrestling fan like in the last 5 years, you're not going to know who he is. You're not even going to know who Arn Anderson is.
Yeah.
And he's one of the freaking Force. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very difficult to say, but like, I can appreciate it because I dig it.
Yeah.
It's bringing back what's nostalgia. It's a nostalgia thing,
I was super surprised. I was reading something, and Tony Khan was saying if WWE wanted to do a collab, he would be down with that. That strikes me weird.
He would be open to it. I read that same thing. It was about all John Cena thing when they did the John Cena 25 years thing.
Yeah.
And then WWE actually contacted them and asked if Daniel Bryan, I think who else did the promo, Big Show, and a few of the other guys did a thank you message or whatever to John Cena.
Right.
And that's what spurred the whole conversation with Tony Khan saying, well, if WWE ever wants to have a crossover show, we open for it. Talk to us.
Yeah.
All right, then. And Pops Mafia, I hear you. Mandy Rose keeps bringing that up. So.
I must say, Mandy Rose, the original Mandy Rose, I didn't really dig her, man. But this Mandy Rose in NXT currently, she's doing such a great job, man. She's doing an awesome job. She's literally holding. She's doing a good job with the women's division, in my opinion.
Alrighty then.
Okay, last wrestling question. Which one do you prefer, Evolution or D-Generation X?
I'm gonna go Evolution. I just loved the storyline. It was awesome. 4 guys in a suit, brotherhood, that sort of thing. It was really cool,
Yeah.
It was, they kind of like, in a way, a serious DX. You know what I mean? I dig DX, but they were very goofy. And it was cool. It was fun. But when Evolution rocked up, it was a game changer,
Yeah.
Randy Orton, the storyline behind it was brilliant. Randy Orton becoming the youngest heavyweight champion, and then Evolution turning on him. One of the greatest goosebump moments where Triple H held his hands down, and then he went down like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hard to pick.
Hi, Cribs Collectibles.
Oh no! Quick Draw says I'm unsubbing. I'm subbing. He's offended. And
why is he unsubbing?
Collector.
I think he's a more bigger.
He must be a DX boy then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't appreciate them. I just chose out of the 2.
You want to do it?
All right. Okay, we're gonna go into
anime
we
now.
We lost a sub, all because of.
Hi, Mom.
That's okay. He'll come back. He'll remember why he likes me on Wednesday night.
Hey there, Darlene.
Mom's in the chat.
Yeah, we got a Muma in the chat.
Whose mom is it?
My mom.
His mom.
Oh,
Darlene Taylor's
My mom too, kind of. Okay, so we're gonna talk about anime a bit.
let's go.
Alrighty. So, who is your favorite anime male character?
Monkey D. Luffy.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm fixated on it. I even got his tattoo.
I was gonna ask that. We didn't get a chance yet. Oh wow.
Is it,
Skull with the hat.
ooh, a follow-up question. Is that your only anime tattoo?
I'm looking at my arms if I got 5,000 tattoos. I got an anime inspired tattoo on my arm. The silhouette, you can't really see it so much, but that's Sakura and Sasuke from Naruto.
Yeah.
I used their silhouettes. This is like 5 or 6 tattoos in one.
Yeah.
Right.
The moon and the
so this moon is from one of the animes as well, that I've kind of fit in. I've got a picture and had the tattoos. So in regards to anime, that's it.
really creative.
I would love to actually get as a sleeve on my arm all my favorite anime moments, but on the manga.
Right.
So the manga window.
Yeah.
Just have them all joined down my arm of all my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
But
collage,
yeah.
right? That's amazing.
I got
tattoos are damn expensive, man.
Yeah,
I got
know.
Sasuke's curse mark.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, right?
And then I have Vegeta, Majin Vegeta here, and then I have Gaara's curse mark here, or the love.
The love mark.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Been busy.
Also planning to get Ochimaru on me and Kid Buu eventually.
I would love to get me a cool Naruto Sage Mode tattoo.
Oh, that would be sick, yeah.
But I don't know about having actual pictures of things on me in that sense. It's got to be like my idea that I have now.
Right.
It's got to really mean for me. You know what I mean? It's got to have something behind it.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough, for sure. Okay. Who is your favorite female character?
Favorite female character. I would say going offhand is I'm gonna go with Naruto's wife, Anita. How do you say?
Is that it?
How do you pronounce her name now?
Hanita?
I can't say it properly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm trying.
I just went so dumb with that right now. But I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
But we know what you're talking about.
Naruto's
Yes.
wife.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just say that. Is there a Funko Pop of her?
No, not yet.
Just
one of my favorite scenes, I don't know if I'm spoiling, I don't know if you caught up with it or whatever. One of my favorite scenes is when she defends Naruto during the Pain saga.
Right.
And she stands up to Pain, which clearly she has no chance of defeating, but she does it because she loves Naruto so much.
Yeah.
I think it's just so epic, man.
Oh, that's so awesome. When he gets pissed, it's so awesome at that part. Oh.
Listen, I'm talking about it. If you could see on the camera, goosebumps, brother.
Oh wow!
Such a great moment. I'll show you later.
No, you have showed me.
Yeah.
When he gets really angry and he like does
freaks out, right? Yeah.
But I didn't know they should have a Funko Pop of her. That
eventually, I think
she's not a strong character, right? But
I think
she's not one of the highlighted characters. She is. Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice to have.
Hi, Kiki Mama Bear. Welcome.
Oh, hey
Kiki
there,
Mama
Kiki
Bear. Hey.
Mama Bear. Welcome. Okay. What is your favorite anime soundtrack?
I can't say what it's called because I don't know its actual name. But I've just rewatched an anime called Tower of God.
Tower of God.
And the dubbed intro is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. I'd say if you can find it, go have a listen. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I've actually got it as my ringtone on my phone. It's amazing.
Mine right now is.
You want me to say that?
Say that, yeah. Jujut.
Okay, Jujutsu. Kaisen. Opening.
That's the theme, yeah, the opening theme.
Okay.
That was actually brilliantly said, though. It's a difficult one to say.
Like, what's your bad?
No, you. For someone that doesn't really say it a lot, you said it very well. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Thank you.
Before that, because that's very recent, I love Tokyo Ghoul Season 2 intro. Absolutely beautiful.
Do you know that one?
Yeah, that one's good.
You get a lot of you get a song from what you're watching and you look it up and then it's on your iPod and when you're at work listening to music, it'll come on. Sometimes it's like your Japanese inspired music, right? So, okay. What is your favorite anime opening and animation?
I'd go for One Piece on this because it kind of shows a little bit of each of their crew members.
Yeah.
As they're going, it kind of like introduces each character in a way, piece by piece. So it's kind of cool.
Do you like that too?
The music always gets stuck in my head. I'm singing it through the whole day. One Piece.
Oh, okay. One Piece. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your favorite anime ending song in animation?
There's not a lot that actually. I would have to go with Tower of God because they kind of end off with the same.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Tower of God? Is that
that's one I haven't got into yet.
It's very cool. I suggest you watch it. It's so good. Season 2 is rumored to come out this year.
Oh, so it's brand new. So you can start it. It's brand new, right? I'm assuming?
Yeah, there's 13 episodes. So it's not a heavy watch like One Piece, 1,052 episodes.
Yeah, 1,000. Like it's very popular that One Piece.
Yeah, it's very long. It's great.
If you get sick, you could binge watch it for like days on end.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I actually started watching it in the beginning with my kids. They absolutely love it. They think it's the funniest thing ever.
You guys can share that together. What is your favorite anime scene?
That's so hard to say, man. There's so many scenes. Like, I'm very open about it whenever I talk about anime. One of the few things that actually can make me cry, believe it or not. Such meaningful stuff behind it, and anime storylines are so brilliant. One of my favorite scenes, but very sad, was when Jiraiya, and sorry if this is spoilers, guys, forgive me, when Jiraiya Sensei dies during the Pain Saga.
So much.
There's this moment where Naruto's sitting on a bench and he's bought the popsicle, and it's one of those popsicles you split in half.
Yeah.
And him and Jiraiya used to share it all the time.
Oh Oh.
And he's sitting there holding that thing, and now he doesn't have it to share with his sensei anymore.
Yeah.
It's brutal, man.
Oh God, you're just describing it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen this part of the show.
No, you're still really behind.
I'm still really behind.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm causing spoilers. I'm not going to mention the second one because that's going to screw up everything. Sorry.
Oh,
She's at the testing stage. They're in the forest testing, doing the test. Where Sasuke just about to get his curse mark. She's
dude.
right there.
Yeah.
Carry on watching. Stay in there. It's worth it, dude.
No, but if you guys are gonna cry about it,
You're
my
gonna
God,
die.
I'm gonna
There's so many different
crumble.
moments throughout anime. There's so many different awesome moments. You know, through
I
triumphs
love
that
it.
Luffy has in his victories. It's just amazing. Everything.
One of my favorite parts ever is when Beerus gets slapped Bulma, and Vegeta gets pissed and starts going after him.
The thing is, that's why back when I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I want to try and get back into it. That's what I loved, and I know that specific scene he's talking about. He knew who he was. He knew who Beerus was.
Yeah.
But he didn't give two craps at that moment, you know. And that's the nice thing about Vegeta. They won't openly say that Bulma's. I'm gonna use this loosely now. He's, you know, he won't admit it. Like,
Yeah.
but there's at moments like this where Beerus slaps it and he goes absolute, and forgive the way I say this, ape. You know? But yes, agree with you. Brilliant moment.
Another good moment when Rock Lee drops the weights. That, oh my God, I was so shocked.
Listen, that's like that's TikTok and Instagram reel material through and through. It's the best thing ever. Like during the exam, isn't it? Where he drops the weights of his legs. Epic. He was fighting Goro, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yes, because he needed to get fast because Goro was too quick with the sand.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh man. Okay, so I gotta.
Sorry, I'm talking nerd in front of you.
It's not nerd. I like it. I told you I like Naruto. I like all
know.
the characters. Like before I started watching, I bought him some figurines.
Yeah.
I was like, why has he got so much sand? And he has to like explain this to me.
Yeah.
And then Sasuke with the curse mark. I thought that was really cool. So I mean, it's a very well done anime. I enjoy most animes that I do watch.
There's one
thing about the thing I find really like crazy about Naruto is when it starts off, and I don't know if that's just because it was so far back. It started off very dark.
Yeah.
But if you have a look as it transcends through the storyline, it just becomes more, you know, it's not like things that happen in there is very dark, but it's not, I don't know how to say it. Like it doesn't seem it's dark, but it's not gloomy.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, one of her favorite animes is Attack on Titans. She's really got into that.
Listen, man, are you caught up with that?
I'm
season
somewhat.
1.
No,
at season 1.
No, when we started a long time ago.
We reached to season 1 and we
Did?
stopped. Yep.
Was it season 1?
It was season 1, and then we stopped because something happened.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Our TV broke or something, and then we stopped watching, and then we got a new TV.
Another anime that likes to just tear your heart apart, like it's just.
It's amazing. I love that storyline too. So, like I said, so that's why I asked about Tower of God. I was like, is it similar?
Tower of God is really good. It's not really similar to a lot of anime.
Okay.
I do recommend watching it in English though. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, how dare you say, man? Watch it in Japanese and read rather." Whatever, bro. Watch how you enjoy it. And I suggest if you're watching Tower of God, watch it in English, man. The humor and that's brought across by the English voice actors is absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
it's amazing.
All right, we'll add it to the list. All right. If you could meet an anime character, who would it be?
I know you think I'm gonna say Monkey D. Luffy, but I would love to meet grown-up Naruto. To be honest,
Grown-up Naruto.
I just think I don't know. Just something about meeting that guy would be awesome. You know, you got this degenerate that has become and forgive the spoil. I can't say it. You got this degenerate that's grown up, and you can just talk to him about his life.
Right.
You know, it's amazing.
Are you a big fan of Boruto then?
I'm trying to stick into it. I'm trying to collect all the Boruto Funko Pops. I've got a lot of the commons that I don't have, but I love it. The thing is with me, and this is what I realized about Boruto, if Naruto and Sasuke weren't in it, would you still watch it?
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
You see what I'm saying? And that's what got my head thinking. Like, then something happened in the storyline that kind of got me back into it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm caught up. I'm watching. Now I hate it when they go on the side missions and they expect me to remember something from Naruto Shippuden, which I'll have to go and rewatch to remember.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a village they visited back then.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, like. But
Okay. What anime character has similar personality traits to yours?
maybe that's why I attached to him very easily. Monkey D. Luffy. I'm very big with the whole brotherhood thing, and he's very big with the whole family thing, and brother family is pretty much the same thing.
Right.
I love food. He loves food.
Yeah.
I can't say I like to fight as much as him, since I don't really fight until it's the last resort, I guess. But yeah, I suppose we just got a lot of similarities in the sense of sticking up for friends and
Loyalty, friendship,
and that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I like
That's
that.
really good. Yeah.
I didn't know he loved food. I have to, because I only watched a few episodes.
Yeah. After each battle, it's like a Dragon Ball Z thing. When they have a feast, they just eat themselves in a coma.
Yeah.
The same with Luffy, except he's rubber, so he can expand and he can fit more in.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, what is your favorite thing about anime?
I'm not putting American cartoons down, but I could be wrong in the future. They will never have the emotion and the storylines that anime will have.
I agree.
Never, ever will they ever reach that point. And the reason I say that is because American cartoons have become very commercial.
Right.
Right. There's that hidden agenda, sort of something.
And anime, they just know where to hit you right in the good spots, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
No, but they're passionate about really creative storylines with American cartoons like Family Guy and stuff. They're funny and everything, but there's no depth, no soul.
Yeah, for sure. With anime, they can make literally almost anything seem fantastic.
Yeah.
I just finished watching another good anime, Tap Destiny. Forgive me if I'm saying wrong. It's basically about music. A conductor, a piano, you know what I mean? It's stuff that you wouldn't really watch if it was Americanized, but you watch because it's anime because the storyline is so involving and got so much feels,
Okay.
Yeah, my friend introduced me to weird anime a few weeks ago. It's about basketball, and I'm like, I'll try it. I don't see how it would be good. It's an anime, right?
Yeah.
And what was your thoughts?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go check it out, but I don't feel like those two things mash up, like anime and basketball.
Yeah. The thing is, like a few years ago, someone suggested a sumo anime, and I didn't think that would match up. I forget the name of the anime now. Just look for it and watch it again. And I didn't think that would work, and it was damn good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same with One Piece. How I got onto One Piece was I was working night shift because I was a night audit.
Right.
And this guy was watching it. I was like, what the hell are you watching? And I was like a Dragon Ball Z junkie at that time. I knew Dragon Ball Z, and I would like to say all the entry level anime,
Yeah.
And this guy says, no, it's anime. It's called One Piece. It's about pirates and this. And I didn't pay much attention to it. And then one night, I was bored. I had nothing to watch, and it was his turn to do the work, so I was busy watching. I thought, let me give this a watch, and I've been hooked ever since.
That's That's
Best
awesome.
thing he ever did.
No, honestly, like, and he said when he suggested to me, it didn't make sense, man. It was like it seemed so dumb,
Yeah.
you know. And that's and going to your question, that's the beauty of anime. As dumb as it seems, give it a chance, and you might be surprised. You know,
Right.
if you've got something dumb in America, the commercial America animations. If it's going to be dumb, it's going to be dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I definitely do. So then on the flip side then, what is your least favorite thing about anime?
I'd say the least favorite thing about anime is the whole manga and anime thing, right? Whereas you got in America, you got the comics. They kind of have their own separate storyline to the animated version, like the cartoon.
Right.
With manga, it's the storyline that they're going to animate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And manga is always minimum 6 weeks ahead of the anime,
Right.
right? So unless you like, I can't go on my favorite anime's fan pages because it's going to get ruined.
Right. Okay.
Because everyone's going to talk about what's happening in the manga,
Right.
right? In the manga, sometimes what they do is they do things in different orders, but the storyline is still the same. Right? I got so fed up. I was only watching anime, One Piece, and then I got irritated and I couldn't anymore. So I started reading the manga because I was constantly seeing spoilers
Right.
accidentally. Because obviously with like Facebook, you just talk about something and it comes up as an ad.
Yeah.
You know how it is. And I would see spoilers accidentally, and I'll be like, "Oh, I can't handle this," So I'm all caught up with the manga now, and now I'm fed up of waiting for the anime to catch up because I want to see this stuff animated.
Right. Right.
So it's timing that.
So I'd say to a disadvantage that kind of does ruin it in a way.
Yeah.
Because if you're one that doesn't want to read the manga but you want to watch anime, you're kind of going to get spoilers because you have to stay off your social medias in regards to.
Yeah.
Okay. Chat says, okay. Chat says, Kuroko no Basuki is a basketball anime and is a great anime.
Well done. You're decent there.
And then
That was very good, man. And he's got the sumo anime there too. And
one too. Yeah. Hinumaru Sumo.
yeah,
So-
very, very good anime too.
For anybody else who's interested too. But he said to quiet you. He said the basketball anime was great.
Yeah, I'll
If
check
that's
it
the
out
one
for
your
sure.
friend was
Yeah, it
talking
is.
about?
It's the one.
I'm gonna write that down quickly and I'm gonna check it out after this.
Yeah. So thank you, Tats, for giving
Thanks,
us
Tats.
context to that because
Perfect.
we didn't know what they were called. I could see why it was hard to remember.
Yeah.
Want to?
No, keep going.
'Cause I got
Sherry.
this.
No, keep
Okay.
going. You're doing great.
Okay. Did you get it written down?
Yeah, I got it done.
Okay. All right. Who is your favorite anime couple? Oh, that's a different.
Hey, Brandon.
That's very difficult, man.
What's up, Doc?
It's very difficult to say, man. Yeah.
I'll just say it. Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
I'll say something just unexpected.
One Vegeta.
La Brava and the gentle, what's his name now?
Oh boy.
The gentleman villain or something. It's two characters that came up in My Hero Academia, but their relationship, and I wouldn't say they're a couple, but their relationship was brilliant, very entertaining. I did enjoy it. La Brava and the Perfect Gentleman, or what is it?
Somebody might say it.
That's
in the
might
chat.
know it.
Damn it, man.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Otherwise, I can't really think about any couples in the animes I watch. That's the problem right now. Hinata, that's the girl's name from Naruto. Hinata. Just remember now. Hinata and Naruto are a cool couple, but they don't really get featured as a couple. You know what I mean?
It's kind of behind the scenes.
There are too many couples being in that as well.
That says Perfect Gentleman and La Brava. So
That's it. Perfect Gentleman. That's it.
You had it,
There
right?
we go.
Wasn't that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah. Just the way their whole story is, you know, they're bad guys and everything, but it's such a unique story. They're both so devoted to each other without knowing they're devoted to each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like not in like a lovey-dovey way, but like to their friendship, I suppose.
Oh, alrighty then.
Dance.
Oh, Dance 87.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, that's it.
Who is your favorite anime animal? What is your favorite anime animal? Not who. Whoops.
That's okay.
Favorite anime animal? Kurama from Naruto, if I'm saying his name right. Ninetales.
Oh yeah,
Kilala. Yeah, she's cute. Wait, it's a she, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Kirara?
No, Ninetales from Naruto.
Ninetales from
Naruto. Oh, Naruto.
The fox. Yeah.
Okay. Ninetales.
Yeah, I don't have.
No Ninetales?
I do not have Ninetales.
But
I've been
there is
waiting.
a Ninetales, right?
Yes, I've been waiting for the price to go a little down.
Oh, because it's expensive right now?
It's gone down a lot. It's down to $40, but I'm still waiting
Yeah.
a little.
It's crazy how that price has actually dropped.
Yeah.
I think you get tats.
Listen, Tats is helping us out so much here.
Yeah, I know.
Kurama. I don't know.
Yeah, I said tats is going to be our anime dictionary from now on. Okay. What anime would you like to be a character in?
It's more like which anime would I survive in?
Hey, Chase's Kingdom.
Oh,
Hey Chase, thanks for stopping in, brother. I'd say the world of One Piece because everybody has a chance to be somebody there, I suppose. You know, you find a good devil fruit or join a cool crew, you could become somebody.
Yeah.
And plus, it's pirates, man. Who doesn't love pirates?
yeah, right?
Yep.
And you get to sail the seas. All sorts of adventures.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the first anime you ever watched?
I'd have to say Dragon Ball Z. I think that's everybody's. I think that's the gateway. You know, the gateway drug of the anime world. Back in high school, watching it was amazing.
Nice. Chase's
You know, run home after rugby practice and I got to catch at 5 o'clock. You know, Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I hated that so much because I couldn't wait till the next day.
I know.
Okay.
Chase's Kingdom. This guy Heat is one of the good ones.
You're one of the good ones, my friend.
Yeah, apparently.
Tat says Akira is my favorite anime movie. Okay, I'm gonna write that down too, actually. Akira. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is with anime movies, there's so many out there.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't really, like, I watched this random, and I can't even remember its name, you know, and I was bored one night and I watched this anime movie. I was like, how is this not mainstream? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and it's just, it's
I've done that
crazy.
a couple times where I watch an anime and I'm like, oh my god, this is good, and then I'm like, why is this not bigger?
Oh, why is it?
Yeah.
Why have they made more of it?
Yeah, and then I forget the name of the anime. I'm like, shoot,
That's
what is
the
that?
problem, though, isn't it? Like, you watch and you enjoy this first season, and then second season, like, you don't get you don't carry on watching because you've forgotten that you watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, because it's been a while. You know, because they come out in yearly thingies. So, like,
Yeah.
Not that this is anime, but it's like the show The Superstore that we were watching, right? We're like, why didn't they make that longer?
Yeah.
kind of understand what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, kind of.
But anyway, it wasn't a movie, but still. Okay, do you think you'll ever stop watching anime?
I doubt it, to be honest. I'll be watching it with my grandkids, I'm sure.
Oh, that's pretty cool, right? You get to share it with your kids, and if you have grandkids,
And
right?
yeah, obviously One Piece going on so long as well. I think I'll be watching.
I wonder if it's still going, so there isn't a conclusion to it yet?
There's rumors saying he's got about 10 years left in the story. He's now recently said he's finishing. He's taken 4 weeks off now to get his mind together to get ready to finish it.
Right. Okay.
And everybody went nuts. How could you do this? He said he's writing the final saga of One Piece. And what he meant is he's not writing the last arc or season.
Right.
He's writing the last collective of arcs or seasons.
Right.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying. So he's putting it all together to finally finish it up.
Yeah.
But the thing is about Oda is let's say he's got enough story for 10 years, 5 years in, he'll feel like he wants to add another 10 years. He'll do it.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the guy, like I'm not saying he thinks it's about the money, but if the fan base is there,
Yeah.
the money's there, he's going to keep making it.
Right.
And the passion to do it.
And the passion, because fans drive you when you're a creator of something. They drive you to push for more.
Right.
You know. And the following for One Piece is just getting bigger and bigger.
Just want to say hi to.
We got Bearded Barbarian in the chat. Hey there, my friend.
So what anime was the biggest letdown for you?
I'm gonna kind of say this with as much respect as possible now, because I know you're a big fan. I'd say Dragon Ball Z. I feel they kind of lost momentum, whereas they could have still been bigger. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
I felt that, with Dragon Ball GT, right? That was done by somebody else. It wasn't done by the original studio, if I understand it correctly, right?
Right.
And they kind of say that's not really part of it, right? I kind of really wish that they embraced it more and kind of made it part of it.
Ooh, yeah, but I have a question for you. Did you see that little anime skit that they made on YouTube? Yeah, about the Dragon Ball Z?
My brother just sent me something recently. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. About Vegeta?
Yeah, it's about Vegeta, Goku, and what's his name? No, not Beerus. The big Dragon Ball Z guy. I forget his name.
Broly.
Broly, thank you. Yeah, it's them fighting. It was really good.
I watched maybe the first 2 minutes of it because he sent it to me while I was at work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And now that you mention it, I forgot to go back, and now I can go back.
Yeah, it gets really good. Goku gets a new form. It's really interesting of how they went about it. It's like before they lost their tails, like Goku and Vegeta. Frieza didn't kill off the Saiyans. So it takes a different take. It's really good.
A different strength. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I did watch the first few moments. I think what I can remember was when Broly arrives on the tournament thing, and he takes his things off, and then he says it's him or something. But I know exactly what I've actually got it in my message feed. I'm gonna watch it after this.
Yeah. So what anime was better than you expected?
I'd definitely go with One Piece, because as I told the story about coming upon it and everything, the way the guy explained to me, I thought it was the biggest rubbish ever. And then when I watched it, I was like, wow.
Tat says, PopdHeat. You should have said Boruto, not Dragon Ball Z.
The thing is, a lot of people have heat on Boruto because, like, oh, it's Boruto. Why do they call him that? I kind of feel that sometimes anime fans give heat for the wrong things.
Yeah.
You know? I brought across a point. If Sasuke and Naruto weren't in it, would you still watch it? And that's me being objective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, you know what I love about it? You get to see all those characters that you've seen in Naruto grown up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And you get to see the storyline kind of grow, carry on, just a little bit longer. You know.
Didn't you say it's a totally different energy though, from like Naruto to Boruto? Like it's a different time frame.
It feels more like bubbly, you know.
Bubbly.
It's hard to understand to say, but it's like
the storyline you said is completely different from what you grew up with.
It's not completely different, but it's just like it's not like raw like it was back when I first watched Naruto.
Yeah. It's kind of like the way I explained how Naruto is so dark in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Boruto didn't start off like that at all. But having a look at it from this perspective, the village was so new then.
Yeah.
Time has grown and the village has become more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, technology has become more in the storyline.
Right. Okay. Okay, so...
Oh, it's okay, Geeky Mama Bear. We're going to get out of it. Actually, this is our last anime question. So what is the best thing... Best anime fight... Oh, sorry. Best anime fight you what is the word?
Seen?
Oh, seen.
I spelled it right.
Didn't read it right.
If I can be cheeky and mention two.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole Naruto pain saga when Naruto returns from getting his Sage Mode training. Epic.
Agreed.
Absolutely epic.
100%.
Seen, babe?
Oh, I'll show you later. You'll
100% beautifully done. Just the feeling when the rods come down on your eye, if you watch and you enjoy the story, you kind of feel like you're Naruto. You just feel like that's really crazy. Then there's this other scene where it was after a time jump in One Piece. So basically, they advanced the time without kind of showing, and the characters grew up and got stronger and that sort of thing, like a general time skip. And Luffy became super strong. And there's this one point where he's going to go fight this guy. His name was Hordy, if I can remember. It's a fishman. And this guy is like ruthless and he's super strong and everything.
Right.
There's like thousands of like fishmen, like it's an army man, and it's just the Straw Hat crew. It's like 7 or 8 members. They're gonna take on all these people, you know. Yeah. And you got Luffy standing there, and you got Zoro and Sanji, and they're busy arguing about like who's gonna take what and what's gonna happen.
Right.
And Luffy learned something called Emperor's Haki, right? And basically what it is if you're weak-minded, you basically collapse in his presence.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
All right. And he walks onto the battlefield, uses Emperor Haki, all right? And literally, like, thousands of the 10,000 just drop to the ground.
Just gonna
right?
say, oh God.
And his two subordinates, Zoro and Sanji, get upset, and he's like, they say to him, "Why are you taking all the fun?" And they kind of joke, "You take that 1,000 that side, and I take the 1,000 this side."
Yeah.
Just absolutely epic, you know. And
Are you ready?
Do my food.
Right now we have these teas, and it's trivia of One Piece. Let's see how much you know about.
Let's see if I can. Yeah.
What you thinking, Cat Von? And don't worry, Geeky Mama Bear. I know a lot about anime, but I don't at the same time. There's so much out there. There's just so much anime.
Listen, Mama Bear, I know about anime. It's just that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
You know that old saying, "I've forgotten everything you're learning already," or something.
Yeah.
Ago?
Are you ready?
Okay. Oh, one last thing. Tats wants to say, When Goku first turned into Ultra Instinct fight with Jiren.
With Jiren, I think he was fighting Jiren. I think that was epic.
Yeah,
Ultra Instinct. Yeah, that was a brilliant moment. I enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
Do you like that moment too? All right, so back to these teas. In the Skypiea arc, one of the priests is Oham. What is the dog's name Oham owns?
That's like 500 episodes ago.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to be able to guess it, to be honest.
Something religious. No?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're going to have to give a dog a bone this time.
Holy.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You remember that, or?
You can call a friend sometimes if you're stumped, like Tat.
Yeah.
Then Tat can just answer all my questions.
Yeah. And if you guys want to join in the chat and answer too, that's more than welcome to. See how many people know of One Piece in the chat.
All right.
Where was Goldie Roger born?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My name is actually Deanna Rogers, so I was like, are they talking about me? Like, come on, that's cool.
It begins with an R, doesn't it?
No.
Tats.
Although don't look at the chat.
No, it's Holy, I think. Yeah, Tats were
Oh,
right
Holy,
for the last
I think.
question.
Yeah, you got it right, Tats.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hi, Rosie.
I'm not going to get this, man. I'm really not going to get this.
Wait for it. Let's see if Tat says anything.
Let's see if now Tats knows it. You're going with the hardcore questions here, guys. Jesus, man.
Are these really hard?
We mixed them up. There's a few hard, there's a few easy.
Yeah, like...
Good, thank God. I'm going to get one of them right.
But I gotta tell you, thousands of episodes. I mean, you gotta miss a few things.
Chase's Kingdom.
What we got here? Planet Heat. Oh, Planet Heat. Very funny, Chase. Okay, I'm just gonna
go
for it.
Say it's called East Blue.
Okay, so that's basically an area. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Who is Luffy's first main opponent?
Okay, this is something like close on 900 episodes ago.
Oh God, this is pretty hard. I didn't realize how hard this was.
No, that's perfectly fine. Like, I mean, it's a long anime, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize there's thousands of episodes.
Yeah, there is.
And it's also remembering all their names too. What is the question? His first main?
Who is Luffy's first main opponent?
Could it be Crocodile?
No, not Crocodile.
You see, I'm picturing these guys in my head, but remembering their names.
Starts with an A.
Arlong?
Arlong?
No, that's.
No.
I'm trying to remember all the early.
Has to be the first main opponent.
Yeah, you see, I possibly would consider Crocodile his first main battle though.
Could be, like, we get this off the internet, so I mean, what it says here is Alvida.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
oh,
okay.
Cats would get it.
Cats
okay.
with the win.
So I'm starting to think.
Okay, so Alvida, like you see now, this is what I'm saying though. Like Alvida isn't really one of his opponents as per se. He does fight her, but it's not really a fight as per se. Like,
right.
Okay. So saying about these questions, sometimes they don't.
It's kind of like you could say, no, it's not that the question's not right. It's just from the perspective you're looking at it, I suppose.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the first villain to appear in a way.
Oh, okay.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So the question's not wrong, but when I think like battle, I think the first person you fought for 5 episodes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Everything that happened with her was in like maybe an episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, be honest. Did you know that it was
No.
Alvida? Okay.
My friend showed me One Piece at episode 800, so I have to go all the way back.
Oh, so you?
I am.
Oh
I have to catch back up to 800 because he screwed me royally
I
over.
thought you started at the beginning.
No,
Okay.
he started me at 800 and I got royally screwed over, so I have to go all the way back.
How
and
could he
rewatch
have
it,
done that to
right?
you, right? Okay. Which One Piece character is the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates who wears the straw hat himself?
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah,
There we go. Yay.
Good job.
Okay. What is the name of the village Luffy was born in?
Man. I need to rewatch this now. You're making me realize I need to rewatch One Piece. Like, this is bad. Oh man, I'm not gonna know.
Go ahead, Sadie.
It's a weird one. It says Pusha Village.
Yeah.
Make sense? Sure.
I'll go with this.
Yeah, these are details that
Yeah.
some people might get and other people, might not. What is the name of the zombie that Moria let possess Brooks' shadow in the Thriller Bark arc?
Oh man,
That's
I
a
feel like I
weird
know
one.
this.
Sorry, that was a tongue twister on my part.
Yeah, I know exactly what arc you're talking about and exactly what part, what episodes.
So yeah, Moria let something possess Brooks' shadow in the Thriller Bark arc.
Oh man, you see now, like oh man, I'm a bad One Piece fan.
No.
There's so many episodes.
These are
Oh man,
serious details. I think this one's a big detail though.
Yeah.
But the name here, I'm gonna butcher it. So forewarning.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but
Okay.
like remembering the names is just the
It's the names,
most difficult
right?
thing.
But if I could just take a picture out of your head and put it in my head, I'd be like, oh, he knows what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm gonna butcher it. Ryuma. Ryuma. Does that sound?
No, I'm not
No,
remembering
not at
that.
all.
I remember the scene, but I don't remember the name.
Okay. How about you, Tats? Is there any recollection for you? Did I say it right? Did I even get it right? Thank you. Anyway, okay, let's move on. What devil's fruit did Luffy eat?
The gum fruit? Or
Yes.
Goma?
Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, when Luffy was younger, he had an idol. What was his idol's name?
Red Air Shanks or Shanks.
Yes, beautiful.
There we go. Now you're on a run.
What is the name Luffy uses to enter the Colosseum in Dressrosa?
Lucy.
Lucy, yeah.
There we go.
There you go, for sure. These are all Luffy questions,
Yeah.
I think. What character is a skilled swordsman who always carries 3 katanas with him?
Aurora, Noro, Zoro.
Zoro, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful. Who is the only character revealed to have an ancient Zoan type devil fruit?
Oh, Luffy.
No.
An ancient. Okay, but that's current now, though. So,
Okay.
could I have a hint?
Starts with a D.
Drake X.
Yeah. Awesome. Come on, give him a good clap. Yeah. Which sword did Zoro never own or use?
Never own or use. Does it start with an E?
Oh God, this one is gonna be butchered too by me. It's a crazy word.
What does it start with, Boo?
Well, the first word is katan. The second word starts with a K as well. if you can pronounce it. Like, these are hard, guys. Just because.
This is crazy though, because what Tat said, Enma, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But if you say starting with a K.
Well, the first word is Catan, and then the second word starts with a K.
Because when you say something he never, like, the thing is with him, he's a master swordsman. He wants to have the best blade. So to say there's a blade, it's good.
Well, there's one he's never owned or used.
Perhaps it's one of the legendary blades he wants, maybe. I wouldn't say.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't know, sorry.
Okay. Kyokutusu. Kyokotsu.
Look, there's like, I believe it's 21 legendary swords or something.
That's cool.
And Enma is one of them.
Yeah.
And I suppose he kind of wants to own. Yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that one. But when I was thinking a sword that stuck out, and it's a current sword that he's learning to use at the moment because it's so powerful. He's the one Tats mentioned. Enma.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see it there. Enma. Okay. How many swords does Zoro weld in his ultimate attack?
3.
Yeah. Awesome. That was good. Okay. What was the name of the mountain bandit that kidnapped Luffy when he was a kid?
Something Bear, I think.
No.
That was in the beginning. That was literally first 5 episodes. Is it not something Bear? No.
Starts with H.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that. No.
Higuma.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, but like.
Okay, but these names sound familiar. If I am butchering them, they sound familiar. Like Higuma.
They sound familiar. You're doing a good job pronouncing these names,
okay.
Honestly.
That's the only thing with anime I don't like is because they're so like Asian names. I think they are. They're very, very complex for my English language, I guess.
Okay, we got our last trivia question.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
And then we're gonna move on to rando questions.
Oh, and Tats, you're doing good too. You said 3 for the last.
He's piling it up there.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for your help there.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Which character is the cook for the Straw Hat Pirates who uses his feet to attack and has a weakness for beautiful women?
I would say, I think he's called Blackfoot Sanji.
Yeah. Beautiful.
There we go.
Went out with a ringer. Beautiful. That was
good.
That wasn't so bad, was it, guys?
Wasn't so bad.
And thank you for participating, Tats.
Good job, Tats.
Good to have you to support PopdHeat. Okay, so now we're just gonna do some random questions. So now let's take the heat off now. Right? All right. If you could create your own weapon in an anime series, what would it look like? Power it would possess, and name you would call it.
That's a tough one. It would definitely be a sword.
A sword, okay.
Swords are badass, aren't they?
They are.
Definitely a sword.
Oh, you're taking off then? Okay, thank you for joining us, Tats.
Thanks for the backup there, Tats. Appreciate you, bro.
Sure. It was really nice to meet you again. Take care.
I would say definitely a sword. I think what will be a cool twist if it was possessed by an ancient samurai and would be teaching me how to use the sword. And it would give me like some sort of power buff, like I would become stronger and faster and stuff. And the more I use it, and kind of have like a Mandalorian dark saber feel to it. Like the more you use it, the harder it becomes to use it, but makes you stronger at the same time.
Oh, I love that. And what would you call it?
Okay, it's gonna be so random. Dark Harmony.
Dark Harmony. I like that.
That's just the most random thing that could come to my head now.
Really? That was really cool, actually.
Yeah.
You know? Holy shit. Okay. if you could create a new superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's hard because they've actually made so many. A new superpower.
Oh, I like what Chase said.
Yeah.
Chase said heat bringer for your sword.
Heat bringer, yeah. I suppose, like, but the thing is, fire users is a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Come on,
I don't know if I'll be able to create my own one, but I don't know if you've ever heard of an anime called Fire Force.
Yes.
Right. Now, there's a character in there.
Firefighters.
I got the Funko Pop here. I don't know if you can see it. She's she's got pyrotechnesis. So she controls fire.
Oh, I think I'm gonna like this one.
Yeah, it's a good
right. And for this, I like the whole spiel that she's got fireballs that she controls.
Yeah.
And she can bend and control fire at her own will.
That is really
I think that would be cool. If I had a superpower that I could make my own, I would start off with that as a base, maybe.
Right.
It's the best answer I could give for that.
Okay. No, I love that. Perfect. And now that you've mentioned that, I'm kind of probably gonna
watch
Fire Force. And you know, he picked something good because it came out of that blue display case there.
My black box.
Yeah.
I just recently blacklighted my Vulpix.
Oh, okay.
So the fur and stuff is all orange and glows.
Oh, that's
Very
so
proud
cool.
of that. Sorry, I'm bragging.
Oh, that's okay. Out of all the villains, you know, who is the coolest, most evil?
I wouldn't say most evil, but like a villain I could get behind is Hero Killer Stan. That's why it's like one of my favorites.
Who that is? No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just dig him, man. It's just what he stands for. He's a villain. You know what I mean? And he stands like the style of villain that he is. He kind of feels in the story of My Academia. He kind of feels like all heroes are soft. You know, they're not real heroes. And he believes the only hero that should kill him is All Might.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's got like that's the best. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
But generally, I love villain though, because as the saying goes, villains are heroes with their story not told.
Right.
Oh.
You know, and that's a lot of what they're doing in stories now. Is villains are actually good people, but because their story wasn't told, their backstory wasn't told, like a traditional hero, they become a villain.
Right.
Because nobody understands them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Out of all the heroes, you know, who's the bravest, most helpful?
I'd definitely say Naruto, just plainly from the Pain saga, just how he transcended from you have every right to hate this person so much, but he learned to move past it and just push hate aside.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the most beautiful stories.
That's inner growth at its finest, for sure. Okay. Love is forever. Who is someone you would love forever no matter what?
Listen, it's got to be my wife, man.
Okay.
We've been together since we were both like 18, 19.
Oh, wow.
And how old are you now?
37. So,
35.
like, yeah.
Oh, he's my age. 85, baby.
Yes, definitely. Best year to be born ever, right in the middle of the 80s.
Wow, thank you. Thank God. Someone else to share the 80s with. Okay. Your best friend has come to you in an animal form. What animal best describes them and why?
Jesus Kingdom says my guitar.
My guitar.
His love.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
No.
No, please. That's jeez.
I think regardless of who the friend is, I would like any friend of mine to be represented by a wolf for some reason. When you said that, that's the first animal that came to my head.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe because of the loyalty that a wolf has to a pack.
Yeah.
It's my friend.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that throughout this whole interview about loyalty, about One Piece, and
Listen,
how you like the fact that you're part
I'm
of
big about brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love a sense of togetherness.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. What's one movie you could watch over and over again?
Too many, man. This like, oh man, I'm like old school movies, you know, Con Air, Broken Arrow, The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption.
Wow,
there's just so many. I'm trying to think of a recent movie now, but for the life of me, can't think of any recent movies that I've watched that I can watch over and over again. So I'll just stick with the golden oldies. Just say there's a few that I
mentioned were wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, what's one talent you wished you possessed?
Say that again, sorry.
What's one talent you wish you possessed?
Yeah.
One talent?
Yeah. Like singing or jumping.
I wish I could sing.
Wish you could
honestly
sing.
Sing and have musical talent. The reason for that is my younger brother and sister and my late mom they're musical.
Right.
I'm kind of like the black sheep of the family in that regard. They're all so good. Like my sister's a beautiful singer. My younger brother, he can literally pick up an instrument and teach it to himself.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh man, I just want to learn how to teach myself one instrument. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you. All my cousins, my uncles, they all play guitar, sing, play accordion, and I don't know how to play anything. And I wish I could play something like a guitar or sing or do.
Yeah, definitely, man. I can sing, but there's a lot of people in this world that don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, to both of you, if you really want to do something, you can.
I just have a horrible voice that nobody wants to hear.
Yeah. I'm not agreeing with you. I agree that I have a horrible voice too.
Okay. Would you ever visit a Blockbuster again if it became a business once again?
Yeah, the thing is, if you go on the concept of what Blockbuster is, yes, I would. I would support the whole nostalgia thought of it.
Yeah.
Right? Wow, because I remember Blockbusters and
there's still a lot left.
One alive.
And
they're trying to keep it alive, yeah.
They sell merch and other things like that.
Oh, merch, okay.
Like shirts.
You see, in South Africa growing up, we had something called Mr. Video.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like South Africa's version of that, I suppose.
Okay.
And you could literally, besides renting VHS, you could rent consoles too.
Oh, cool.
Which was really cool,
Oh,
you know, and back at that stage, you know.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with the whole online streaming and stuff, that died away as
Completely gone. Alrighty. What's one piece of technology that is outdated that you wouldn't mind keeping and using in your everyday life?
I don't think I really have anything that's like outdated as per se. The technology I use is kind of up to date in a way. I don't have anything old that I'm using that's I don't know. Oh. I don't think there's anything.
Okay. I wouldn't mind having one of those cameras. I know they still have them, but
you mean to use something to have?
Yeah, everyday life.
You know what would be awesome is to have a Polaroid camera with unlimited supply of paper and ink. That would be awesome to have. Just laying around, you'd never have to worry about, you know, the printing paper or the ink cartridge thing.
Yeah, just one of those Polaroid pictures. I would love to have.
Just take photos of people and say, yeah, you can have this moment.
Chase's Kingdom says VCR. Yes. But you can still get VCRs at like Value Villages and stuff.
Yeah,
you can. And the nice thing about that, you can actually, it's easy enough to fix up with all the tutorials on YouTube and stuff. You can actually fix them up pretty decently.
Right.
And the reason why I would want a VCR is because I told you I made a movie in media arts. a long time ago, and I'd love to see what I look like, what the 16-year-old Deanna look like.
I don't know if you chance it though, but you could actually convert that nowadays.
Yeah, I know you can.
Yeah.
But also, like, if it's something that's meaningful to you, like you kind of don't want to do it because what is the chance it goes wrong and it's lost forever?
Yeah.
You know, unless someone can guarantee you would get the original copy back.
Yeah.
No matter what happens.
I guess you're right there.
All right.
Okay. What's a tool that would best describe you?
A tool?
Yeah.
I don't know if this will consider as a tool, but sometimes I'm as stubborn as a nail.
There you go. No, that's
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm a stubborn as a
No, it was a good metaphor. You picked a really good
Chase's
metaphor.
Kingdom says hammer.
Hammer? Because you like to hammer your ideas into other people's heads?
Believe me, he does hammer other people.
All right.
I'm just messing with Chase.
The world is coming to an end. What is the last thing you would want to do if you could choose?
Oh man, the last thing I could do. So many things, man. First thing popped in my head. If I could get a pass to visit Japan.
Okay.
That was the last thing you'd want to do?
I don't know, like that's just the first thing. I'm just being, the first thing that popped in my head. Visit Japan, visit all these awesome anime sites and all these, like it just looks amazing.
So that was mine too. So
that's just.
You can.
I'm sure. You know what I mean? I'm sure I could think of something better, but like just to give.
I was gonna say.
Give a cool answer. I would say the top of my head would be to visit Japan.
I was gonna say you wouldn't say I love you. It's been a wild ride.
No. Go to Japan. Bye, babe.
Okay, look, that's a different story, like altogether. But like you said, something to do, not something to say.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's kind of. I think those two things fit in two different categories.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, you're right. You caught me on that.
Okay. We have 3 more questions for you.
Sweet.
So biggest fear.
Biggest fear.
Mine is roller coasters, and
sharks.
And yours is sharks.
How about you?
I don't know, like I used to be afraid of heights in a big way. But not like standing on a 2-story building roof, but walking on a plank hundreds of feet above the sky, or going on a roller coaster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or go on these. Have you seen these glass bridges? It's made out of glass, you can see down.
Well,
like I would be like kind of crippled. I wouldn't walk across. I know it'll keep me. But
we have to take you to the CN Tower then.
That's what I was trying to say. We have the CN Tower in Canada, in Toronto.
It's really high.
And the CN Tower is one of the highest things in Canada. And they have a glass floor, so you're just looking right down.
Yeah. I'd say just offhand, my greatest, I'd say we heights. These unrealistic heights, I could be on top of a roof without a problem and look down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean when you say heights.
Real big boy heights.
Yeah, no, I got you there. Chase, did you mean poopsies? Like, that's the last thing you want to do?
No, he hates poopsies so much.
Oh, okay. Play a show.
I think he means the popsies, those little things.
But Chase says, play a show in front of a couple 100,000 people would be my answer. Wow, that would be really cool.
I thought that was going to be his fear. That would be my fear.
Oh, it could be a fear.
No, it's not. I think he's a magician. I think he plays guitar.
And he wants to do that. That would be cool, my friend. And he says, "Oh, please, if I could see Heat bungee jump." He's laughing emojis.
You see, the thing he knows, I will never trust man-made things like a parachute or a bungee cord. I'll never skydive in my life. You can't make me trust it enough.
Okay.
It can be a 100% proof safe thing. Right. I'd be that 0.1% that proves the theory wrong. Do you know what I mean? That's the way my mindset is.
I got you.
Our second last question is: do you have any questions for us?
I actually do. but I don't know. I've got one for each of you,
Okay.
and I've got one that you both can answer.
All right.
For you, Johnny, I got, what anime universe would you join? I know you've asked me that, but that is a question I would, right?
God.
Hard one.
Yeah.
You see, it's not easy, is it?
No.
Not Attack on Titan.
Definitely not Attack on Titan.
You're running for
Definitely
your
not
life all the
Naruto.
Not Naruto?
Maybe Naruto. It's not 100% that I'm going to get injured, you know?
Okay.
I could be a villager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I could be villager number 7.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I did the way you thought that through. Maybe you would have really cool powers, though.
Maybe.
So are you gonna go with Naruto?
It depends if I have powers or not. If I have powers, then
Yeah, like you're joining the universe, so you're obviously going to be like,
Something cool.
Yeah. Then probably Naruto.
Not One Piece?
No.
Naruto? Okay then.
I think I get sick too much on the water.
Oh, okay. Seasickness?
Seasickness, yeah.
I didn't know you got that.
yes,
Sometimes I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the question for D, I think you into Disney princesses, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I to be honest, I quickly breezed through your videos to get questions for you guys. You know,
Oh.
which Disney princess would you be, and why?
Ooh, good question.
It'd either be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I just really like that movie, and I just like who she is, and the fact that she has a huge library around her. Because I love to learn and stuff like that. So I'd have everything at my fingertips. It'd be kind of like we have Google today, but because it was back in the day, right? I'd have to have
That kind of was the Google, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to have something like a huge library that she gets to sustain my need for knowledge, sort of thing. So I'd probably be her, or Ariel from The Little Mermaid, because she feels like she's kind of wants to be part of a different world, or she feels like she's stuck in one world but wants to be part of another one.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that storyline too, and she can sing, so I can sing for both these guys. So there you go.
That's awesome answer. And then the question for both of you,
Okay.
right? I would like to hear your take. How would you get me interested in Funko Pops?
Oh, wow.
You know a little bit about me now, so
Yeah.
like.
I just have to say anime pops.
Okay, fair enough.
You and your kids love anime. We got some really cool anime pops, and you know what? This can be a beautiful nostalgic moment that you have from your past that you can always have with you in a collection in one of your rooms. So I think people always go with nostalgic feelings.
There we go, guys. You know what? You just did almost 100 times better job than Funko themselves selling their product for them.
Oh, I don't know how they
That
sound.
was awesome. No, that's definitely.
But it's true, right? You get to have a piece of history. That's why I have
for sure.
That's why I have a lot of icons, because I grew up with Polly Pocket, and I grew up with I have where is he? Oh, I don't see him.
The worm.
The worm, the glow worm. I was gonna get night bright.
Right. Yeah.
Like stuff like that. You get to have a connection with something that means something to you. And yes, your collection obviously can get out of control, but bands that you like, it's just having a piece of history with you, you know?
There we go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I loved about that answer. You guys sold it to me in such a brilliant way.
And the
I
community,
appreciate your answer.
and the community too.
Yep.
We've met so many awesome people just by having Funkos. Like, I like having them, but I didn't realize I was going to meet so many cool people that share a similar interest, you know?
Yeah.
So that would be something else. I don't know if Funko knows that, but a lot of people really connect through enjoying Funkos and find out that you like wrestling too and all sorts of other things, you know? So, yeah. I think that's what I'd say.
So our last question of the night is anything you want to promote coming up that you want to tell
Any
people? Shows, things that are coming.
If I can be cheeky, I'll just plug in a few of the lives that I'm involved with and the groups that I'm involved in.
Yeah, have at it.
I would like to obviously just promote my Hot Topics live every Wednesday. It's 4:30 Eastern American time. I don't know what that relates to you guys that side, or whoever else is in the chat, but 4 p.m. Eastern. Every Wednesday, we talk about pops. We talk about the latest craze show that's on at that time. In August, we're going to start off with She-Hulk, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then obviously, I've got to mention the guys in the crew, Pop the Chaos, PTC. We do one crazy live every week. It swaps between the 6-7 members that we have. I can't say who's on this week because I do forget. It quite possibly could be me coming up. Could not be. I know it was last night, but the week coming up, I'm not too sure who it is. But yeah, follow us on Instagram so you'll be able to see who's next there and come watch the video. You will be entertained.
Right.
And then as for my channel, if I can be cheeky, one more thing. Every Friday, All Heat Wrestling. It's a universe mode that I do with the latest wrestling game, WWE 2K22. I believe Arcade Pop plays it too. I kind of made my own wrestling roster and my own promotion. Happens every Friday and pay-per-views once a month.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys got all that.
Use the airtime, sorry.
Welcome back.
Oh, Real Brothers. Nice to see you.
We're just closing up the show. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for being on the show. We appreciate
Thank you very
so
much for having me.
So fun interviewing you. Thank you to everybody that was very active in the chat. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for participating, guys. I hope you guys had fun.
Yep.
Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing, and a nice, lovely week ahead.
And this has been another episode of the Funko Friends. Johnny out.
D out too. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.